Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the A Collision with Purpose project under the Spotlight. Here, individuals are allowed to explore themselves in pursuit of their purpose. I am Dr. Laxley Stephenson, and I'm your host. The A Collision with Purpose project allows individuals to pause, take a quiet moment and listen, be introspective, and engage in self-reflection in pursuing their purpose to unleash possibilities with far-reaching implications for self and others. Today, the Collision with Purpose Project Spotlight is on Minister Grace Wanjiru. Minister Grace is a woman of God. She is a businesswoman, an advocate for positive social change, and is deeply rooted in her family and friends. Folks, let us welcome Minister Grace to the Collision with Purpose Project.
Hello, everybody. I am so grateful. Like you have heard, my name is Minister Grace Wanjiru Kinuthia. I'm so delighted to be on Collision with Purpose today program, and I welcome you all. And I'm happy to be here. Thank you so much, Dr. Laxley, for giving me an opportunity to come.
Minister Grace, I am
Yep.
pleased to welcome you to a Collision with Purpose project under the Spotlight. I am looking
Mm-hmm.
forward to an engaging, insightful, and interactive conversation with you about a topic that is arguably one of the most consequential concepts in forming how we function as individuals and ultimately what we perceive as our legacy.
Oh, yes, that's it. And of course, I believe that I will be able to give a little more of answers of what you know and maybe what could inspire someone else somewhere. And of course, I'm going to share with you my life story and my collusion with purpose and how I influence those around me with the same.
And you said something there because this is about inspiring others. And
Mm-hmm.
your story, I'm
Mm-hmm.
sure, will do just that.
Oh, yes.
So, Minister Grace, are you
Yes.
ready to
Sure,
explore?
I am.
So, today I will be asking you a series of questions relating to
Okay.
purpose. But before we get into this very important topic, purpose,
Yes.
tell us about you, your early days. What was life like?
I was born in a very normal family, a very common family. I was born in Nairobi, in a place called Ongata Rongai, that is in Kenya. And I was raised up just like any other child. But there are things that in life, as we were growing up, I was born in a large or a big family. And when I was growing up, there are those things that I found to be of interest to me. And and it was just a normal home where everybody was raised with the desires that my parents had to raise every one of us to become their own way version of success. And there are things that I found when I was growing up. Like when I was growing up, I found myself in a home that never went to church. By that time, when we were growing, no one in our family was going to church. No one in our family was in any way dedicated to any religious things. But somehow, I don't know, but I believe that was also part of what was designed in me. I found myself wanting church, going to every church. Actually, I never had boundaries. I would go to any church so long as they prayed and sang songs I could understand. And I went everywhere I thought because I felt like when I was growing up, I don't know, but I believe that was the design of my purpose. I found myself being drawn to religion, being drawn to spiritual things, being drawn into that direction. So even in a family where no one was going to church, I found myself wanting to go to church. I found myself wanting to get to every place I could hear them do drums and music. And I just gone drawn and drawn into the same. And that's how I grew. So I grew up in that kind of an atmosphere when no one else is concerned with what I am concerned, but it was a pursuit in me. I guess it gave me joy when I was doing it. So I grew up in that kind of a thing. I grew up wanting church. I grew up wanting to hear spiritual things, though I could not understand them. I was just drawn into that direction.
Tell me about your family structure. What was that like?
Yes. I was born in a family where we had a father and a mother and 11 siblings. and all of us were growing together in that same family. And when we were growing, we had those things that our parents thought were values, and they kept on instilling those values to us. And the good thing is that they took us to school. They may never have taken us to church, but thank God they took us to school. They trained us. They tried to discipline us as much as they were able. They were able to feed us. They clothed us. They made sure we had anything that was possible for them to afford by that time. And they made sure that we went to school and we had everything that was in their power to give to us to help us better our lives.
And much of that experience helped to shape the person that you are today. And
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
we're thankful for you sharing that with us. You know, you talk about school. Most of our listeners probably will not know much about Kenya. So can you tell us a little bit about what school was like?
What school was like. Now, here, this is the system of education here, and it was even when I was growing up, that when you're 5 years, you're taken to a nursery school. You taught there for 2 years, and then when you're 7 years, you get to grade 1. These days they call it grade 1. We used to call it class 1. You get to class 1, and then you're taken through the levels that the teacher would want to test you and to teach you. And if you succeed in one, you go to the other. So most of my life in school time was playing time, because we would play a lot in school. I thank God that we had a big field in the school, and so every single time that is break time, is lunch time, and games time, at least we had more than 3 sessions in the day where you could go out and play. And my home was not very far from school. So all I know I can remember is that I had very prayerful childhood. I had I had very good exposure to friends and to the fellow people, because we were brought up in a public school. In a public school, you would have like more than 500 children going to the same school. So we had all that. They took us into that kind of a school. We had all the time learning when it was necessary to learn. These are the times we had time to go out and play and go back home. And that's how my school life was. You play, you eat, you go home after you learn.
So lots of fun, lots of learning, and chasing church. That was a big. So while others were out there chasing the nightlife, you was chasing church. And again, that helped to inform who you are now.